Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are running one of our last industries. We are made a lot of progress. But the last of the locomotives we will be buying for this setup. Quick look at our boxcar train that we have just given over to Betsy. Handles the 3 boxcars with no problem. But the new star of the show today is the brand new Cook Mogul that we have picked up. So did go with the number 2 smokestack, and other than that, I mean, Cook pretty much comes set out. So put the number 3 on it. Did stick with Monster from the first save file that we had, being it's the Cook Mogul, Cookie Monster. Hot. That'll do it for that joke. We did pick up 4 of the cars, of the tanker cars. Just kind of pick different colors. The numbers do correspond with the color selection. And so if you're wondering why numbers are not, in order or anything else, that is just kind of what we did. And then we did go ahead and throw a way car on the back. So we have that going on. And that's the locomotive we're running for today. So I do like the addition of the different color on the rolling stock. I think it really improves the train's look overall. Makes it just kind of nice. So we will see if we can slide the old Cook Mogul out of here. Give it some oomph. Turn off the brake. And see if we can get this thing to move. That should. These doors, I was going to say, I thought these doors used to open. Well, it sure doesn't open very far, does it? Still not great vision, that's for sure. Like that. Oh, whatever. Cruising down the rail, we mainly have auto switches and stuff here, so not too worried about much. Go ahead and bump that up. Wait, are we going down? We're going down. Woo! Alright. Alright, now does that get us off of 220? So here we go. Alright. Let's slow that down just a touch. Cop a chill. Trying this one out in first. Whoa. Some glass problem there. Checking this one out in the old first person driving view. Not that do that one a lot, so something a little different, but this run I feel pretty safe with. I know we only have one switch that's kind of a question mark in today's run, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Not exactly sure what direction it's switched in. Nice thing is this is not a super long run, and I can't anticipate too many problems or having too many problems with excuse me, with the Cook Mogul on this one. Only 4 of the rolling stock, so we'll just kind of get a good look back at the train here while we can. Not a heck of a lot to go wrong with this one. We know Cook can pull a fair amount of weight, and this is definitely not going to push the limits with it. Did go with the Cook Mogul for the tanker cars. Not for the power of it, honestly, or anything. That it does have plenty of power, that's for sure, but really it was just a look thing. I think the Cook Mogul, with its height, the the height that goes with it, I think, just looks great with the tanker car. So to be honest, that was the reasoning there. Alright, see if we can get it stopped in time. Looks like we did fine. This was the one switch I was slightly concerned with. See if we can get that to slap over. As you can see, front wheels, front couple wheels there on the track doesn't make a lot of difference. Usually you can switch with that and get away with it, as we just did. I know some people are a little paranoid about that, because obviously you get too far on there and you do just yeet yourself, or at least tip yourself off the track nice and gentle. That's the best case scenario. So, and a good look at the locomotive and kind of the difference in the colors. I think it looks pretty cool. Like the yellow way car on the back. Splash of color. So we are moving on down the rail. This one is the nice little offshoot back here. Works pretty well. This coming up on Magic Spline Bridge, because I have no idea how that clicked all in one, so that's just kind of what I have gone about naming this one, is the Magic Spline. For those that didn't see that episode, this is all one spline, this bridge, so it gives you a little idea of what you can pull out for in one length of a spline when it comes to a bridge, which, I thought was absolutely insane. Oh, of course, I was going to say, you can actually hear it starting to work, but we are only running at 69%. Oh, we better get that up. Sounds like it's working. So that's cool. Not a lot of extra breathing room, but it's going to handle it with no problem. We're definitely not slowing down, and had a little more in the tank. So if we do want to add a car, or maybe two, I still think we could probably get away with that, no problem. Oh, look at that path. You just see that path in the trees right back there. That was crazy, because that's not like cut. Huh. There are we've noticed that there are just some like straight up paths through the trees sometimes with the with this fall update tree set, so that's kind of crazy. I've never noticed that one before, though. We'll have to take a look at that. Oops, we are on the wrong track here, but that's not going to matter. That's the nice thing with this layout. Why aren't you stopping? Alright, that'll help you stop quick so you don't take off forever. And then we'll just come back to this one. Switch it. That'll go off that way. Not sure exactly why. See, this is one of these background lights, right? This is a weird one. Comes on, don't really know why. Because you don't have to turn them on. They just come on sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Most of the time it seems like they do, so it's just kind of weird when you load in. I don't know. That's all part of the recent update stuff too. Performance has been doing okay now after those last updates, and everything's kind of settled down, so not complaining too much there. We did do some stress testing of this server yesterday, or this save file open as a server yesterday, and we did find that we were running with Four players. We had two trains in operation. Three trains actually at one point in operations. It didn't have any stability problems, so no crashing, no popcorning, uh, no real desync issues or lag issues. So that was pretty good. We have and we probably had a 3 hour session where we had no problems at all. So that was pretty good. We have kind of narrowed down to like re-railing of cars or re-railing of anything. Honestly, starts to cause desync issues. So you may run into those kind of problems when you're running multiplayer. Trying to stay on the track is kind of key at this point because really re-railing seems to start the desyncing problems, and then it kind of carries or snowballs itself, if you will, from there into bigger problems. So respawning is kind of the best way to reset player data, at least that we have found. Also, sometimes you just have to reset the server and have everyone rejoin. So just a few things we've been working around with in multiplayer. But respawning seems to reset your player data, where you can log out, log back in. You can actually even close the server and reopen it. It seems to retain the, whoever's playing with you, seems to retain their player data. And so respawning is the thing I think that we settled on that kind of helps reset your player data the best. So if you're having issues there, that's kind of worth a shot. Alright, we'll jump on a monster there, which is always has been one of my favorite looking locomotives. It's not spectacular to talk about, but the snowplow on the front and the just black and chrome or stainless look is just a classic. Classic, but a goodie, that's for sure, at least in my opinion. So let's see here. See, as you can see, totally went broke buying these cars, and the way car had no extra money to buy another hopper, another tanker, but we will get to working in that direction. I think we were at 266 there, so this should move us along pretty good, I would think. Yeah, not exactly sure how much these pay, but like 300 a car or something maybe. So that's not too shabby. At least it's a $1,200 load or something, even with just having four cars. But it keeps it nice and easy to manage. It's not it's not so big a headache, I guess, to fill it up and make your runs. Did have to do some alterations of the track a little bit out there at the oil field to get these to line up right, but after we got that worked out, now they actually line up pretty nice. So that's working well. It's a little trickier, I think, laying the oil pickups with the new splines. To be honest, it's they just lay a little different there than the old ones. Can't exactly put a word on it. I think it's because they're a little lower to the ground, and you could definitely bring them up. I think that's just kind of what's altering it for me anyway, and making it a little different situation. So alright, yeah, so from 266 to 1466, so it looks like 1200. So it does look like they are 300 a car, so that's not a bad way of getting paid. And then that one is gonna start our crude oil production. Well, crude oil up here is gonna start our oil barrel production, is what it's gonna start. So there you go. We're starting to put some oil or some barrels. Wait a minute, why aren't we getting barrels yet? Why is there wood? I thought we brought wood up here. Huh. I wonder what happened. That maybe that wasn't a save that didn't get saved or something. I bet it is. We just tested. Shoot. Okay, so there we go. We're going to need some wood up here. Then that could get us actually started into production. But at any rate, it gives us a chance to put some oil in there. We need some more pipes. But back into the money. Dragging that out, I guess I'll let it go. So I think we'll call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance and you can, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.